What is up, everybody? This is Anime Squad Podcast, episode 124. And I'm your host, Omar.
And this is David.
And like always, guys, never forget and always hit the like button. Subscribe for more content like this so you won't miss out. Hit the notification bell so you know when we drop our videos. And some comments below. We do read the comments, so always voice your opinion. We would love to hear it. And like always, never forget, we have social media, Twitter, join our Discord, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. It'll be a lot of fun. And one last thing, we have timestamps for your favorite shows. That way you can just skip ahead, because this week we're gonna 2 shows will be leaving this week, so prepare for that. But with all that being said, we have a lot to cover, and let's just jump right into it. Starting off with I'm Quit Heroing, episode 11. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this episode a lot. I thought I would be tired getting Leo's backstories because we got it so many times, but if anything, this was the closure of why Leo was doing everything throughout this whole season.
Pretty much.
His big motivation of pursuing Echidna and the 4 generals to be the good guys or something like that they were.
And he pretty much suffered.
Mm-hmm. His whole throughout, like, now that we've seen his existence of being an immortal, basically, and having one sole purpose of protecting humanity.
I guess we finally see the internal struggle he had, because before, he was with the squad, he was like, whatever's about, like, he was just acting normal for normal, right, sakes.
Yeah, I mean, he was just doing his job, basically, just protect humanity, what he was created to do. And then once all said was done, humanity was saved, and we had like years of peace. And to him, it was great, but that means that filled the void inside him of not doing anything. Because what does he do now with his spare time? He gets a drill, an adrenaline of being the hero. So if they don't need him, then they don't know him. So he's just waiting for the perfect moment to just come in and save the day, which is kind of like a real problem, especially like, I guess, veterans that come back from the war when they return to civilization. Mm-hmm. They don't know what to do with themselves after coming back. They experience warfare and all that, and then some of them try to find hobbies, or others take it way too far and just go on recreate missions or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. I saw this documentary. It was pretty interesting. But yeah, I feel like that's what Leo's going through as well. Like, he's trying to fill his void. When humanity does get in danger, he gets excited. He's like, yes, I'm ready to go save these people that I don't care.
But is it for the right reasons, though? That's the thing. He's losing being even the hero himself,
Yeah, because that's all he knows. All he knows is to be the hero, and at this point, he doesn't even think about it being right or wrong. It's just, this is what I do. So that's what Leo is suffering, and there was a point in time, because these are years, thousands of years of him doing this stuff, to a point where it got really peaceful. Humanity was legit saved, and there was not that big of a war or anything. So he went the insane route, and it was like, you know what? I'm gonna just create an army of, I thought it was him or like his prior subordinates that were created with him.
Pretty much.
And instead of them being the good guys, well, I'm gonna make them evil, and I can fight them. But at what cost, exactly? So that sucked, and I'm glad he came to his senses. Where he's like, "Oh, you know what? That's not a good idea. It sounds terrible. I'm gonna destroy the laboratory." And then,
Yeah, to a point where he copied it exactly how he remembered it. I was amazed. I was like, damn.
well, yeah, I mean, if this is all he's thinking about for years and years to come, it's just at this point, it's just like a photographic memory. And yeah, and then it leads us to when he encountered Echidna, where he lost. Basically, Leo at this point lost all hope. Like he was like, what is the point of me doing? Because in the beginning, remember, he was exiled being the hero from humanity, and so he was like, damn, what do I do now? And he remembers that Echidna was actually a kind-hearted ruler of the demon army, and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my chance with her and her generals and see if they are what I think they are.
And I guess, like, overall, I guess this whole journey we've been watching the show is we were going through his eyes in a way.
Yeah, it was basically through Leo's perspective, and him trying to prove himself that like these
are trustworthy people.
Yeah.
And they fight for their queen,
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so like that's basically the whole anime. If you really think about like him just trying to see if they're worthy of being taught the right way or stuff, and that way, where he does die, he could be happy with it.
And it's pretty sad when they're having the internal conversations. Like, it looks like they're talking to each other, but they're not. In a way, like they could read. They're reading their expressions. Like, does he really want?
Oh, you're talking about the Echidna thing?
Yeah.
Echidna when Echidna does the anti-Leo against him. No, yeah. I thought that was sad too. It was like, damn. If only they had more time, I guess, and just talked it out. Yeah, because it was sad with Leo. He was like if only there was like a person that just said, "Hey, I liked you for being you, and not for Leo being Leo, and not Leo being the hero." Like no one asked me how my day was going, or even cared. Which is, a lot of people could relate to. It's like, man, yeah, I feel that. Like no one asks how my day went, or like, just some things that are so simple that like you wouldn't think about, but it's so hard for some people to ask. So yeah, unfortunately, the anti-Leo worked, almost killing Echidna, and
for the final blow, everyone gets a shot on.
Everyone gets a leg, right? They jump him,
but out of respect, I guess.
Yeah. An honorable way to die.
Yeah.
And yeah, Leo finally died with his last words being thank you.
I guess have a feeling that Leo didn't kill all of the clones. I think one got away, probably. We'll see what happens next episode, because we're not done yet.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean,
we'll see.
I wonder how this is going to wrap up, if they do have a dark ending to that. Or, they just end up happy, which I think that's what we all want. But yeah, very climactic episode. Very, very emotional if you really related to Leo or like connected with him as a character.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was solid. I thought it was really good. And I know I had my gripes with this show, but I thought it was a really good episode. We have The Rising of the Shield Hero, Season 2, Episode 11. And, yeah, I don't know what happened here.
Well, it all started with, I guess, Ria what's his name again? The science guy? My bad. The science guy.
Oh, Kyo.
Kyo. And then that one guy dying right away because of his arrogance, you know.
Yeah, from last week's episode of
him.
Talia cutting him in half, and then she told him not to move because otherwise he's gonna be dead. And his arrogance got in the way.
Yeah, his whininess got in the way, and he moved and died.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just Kyo just instigating at that point.
Yeah,
he caused his death. But yeah. Other than that, the group finally reunites. Everyone is here, you know, with Kizuna and the bunny boat guy. And we're happy. We're reunited. We get to, you know, catch up with time. And Kizuna's very upset with her friends.
Yup.
With why they did the actions they did prior to the first season, trying to kill Nofumi and his group of heroes.
I think it would have been a different story if she would have been there, right?
Yeah, because in this episode, if anything, Kizuna is the bridge trying to bring peace to both worlds if possible.
She's trying to be Aang.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because her weapon doesn't kill people, right? So
yeah,
you would think that she would go with that philosophy. Like it can only kill the animals and prior things, but never people. Which that's what I thought of right now. I was like, oh, damn, that makes sense. But yeah, she's mad and she's trying to, you know, put the bridge between them and, you know, work together.
I guess the other people that are mad are the servants of Kyo, and they want revenge. But I don't think we will be able to see it this week. So that's gonna be next.
Not the servant Kyo, the guy that died.
I mean the guy that died. Yeah.
Yeah, they're non-name characters.
That was so dumb.
And like my theory is like they're gonna become chimeras and freaking have animal strength or something like that. I don't know.
And then with Kyo himself, he's like, you know what, you guys got it. I'm gonna send you guys then, cause you know, scary.
He's the bad guy. But even bad guys have childhood friends, as we meet with Yogomi, another green-haired girl, who wields a curse blade.
She didn't even know.
No, because why would her childhood friend do that to her? He's a good guy, damn it. And she encounters our group, and it's a straight up slaughter fest for her, I guess, because 1 versus 10, physically impossible.
Even though she attacked first.
Even though it don't help the fact that the 10 are the heroes themselves.
Yeah, because she wanted an honorable fight.
Yeah, which wrong place, wrong time to say in tournament. This is the streets. There ain't no rules.
But before that, they kind of upgraded their stuff because their stuff was pretty much busted.
Yeah, and
they were talking to the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
They're blacksmith in this world.
Yep.
And yeah, the blacksmith was not happy that they were fighting in the town. Thought that was kind of dumb, but okay.
So it's her town, bro.
It's her town.
It's where she grew up in. But to our heroes, they don't give a damn. This is just a town.
Yeah, they didn't care.
Who are casualties?
And even on their side too. I mean, in this world too, the other 3, they were just fighting in the town too. So I was like,
yeah, okay. If anything, this is Lark's kingdom.
Yeah,
he can do whatever he wants in it.
Yeah, so they fought no matter what, and she lost, the green hair chick, and the sword. Oh no, it's a monster. Cursed monster.
Yeah, I guess you could put it that way. It's just a cursed sword, which it reminded me of Soul Calibur, the Soul Edge. Like whoever wields it becomes evil, but in this case, it didn't work on her because she wasn't attached to it too long, I guess.
And yeah, they destroyed the sword
Yeah,
with combos.
Yeah, I was gonna say they comboed the crap out of that sword. And then another gripe with this episode is just I noticed. I mean, the animation's never been like fantastic, but like in this episode, it was just
when they had too many characters in one location, it looked weird.
It was very stiff.
They were just stiff
and not fluent at all. And I was like, ugh, what's going on here?
And then there was a big conversation with that both of the isekai characters where they're why don't we interrogate this character, like in somewhere that no one knows, and then we're trying to be friendly with them, Kizune trying to be nice.
Oh, okay. I was trying to think what you're talking about. Yeah, you're right. Like they talked to more
a green hair
Yogomi, and then we get the whole info dump of Kyo when they were childhood friends, and he used to be a bookworm as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a good dude, I guess, in her eyes. But
intentions during that time, but people change.
People do change. We've seen it a lot when people get power. But they don't convince him. Well, they don't convince Nafume, if anything. Nafume's like, nah, screw this guy. This guy killed Ost. And for a moment, I was
a lot of people.
I was like, who's Ost? And then I was like, oh yeah, from the beginning.
Yeah, killed a lot of people in their world.
Yeah.
So that does not do justice.
Yeah. So he's like, heck no. But Kizuna's like, maybe let's talk to Kyo, see what he has to say, I guess. And he's like, F that.
And then he just leaves.
Yeah, but he was about to leave, but then the whole wave thing happened, which the waves have been, and they haven't been a big deal since I remember the first half of first season, like the waves being a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But like this time, I guess they're bringing it back because both worlds are the same problem as the waves. And there was a countdown this episode. They did a good thing with showing us the wave countdown, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they got accelerated to a point where they had 3 days left to prepare themselves, and rapidly forward to now.
Yeah, because the countdown to the world is Kizune. Like it showed it in the beginning of the episode, but like at the end of the episode, the counter was gone, and once they got teleported close to Kyo's lab, that's when they're like, oh damn, it started. The wave actually started.
Mm-hmm.
And I think multiple waves are in here. That's what I think. I think he messed up somewhere on his summoning the wave, but we don't know the reason why he did this. We just got thrown in here. You get me?
Yeah, I thought it was just like the wave they encountered, but we'll see. We'll see next week. I mean, that's their big cliffhanger, I guess. And honestly, I don't care. Because we know these heroes.
I know. I care about how dumb his what's his reasoning. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to see how dumb this whole thing. Why he brought this wave right away.
Yeah. We will have
pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it this episode. But more disappointment, but at this point I'm kind of numb to it. I'm numb to like being disappointed, and I'm just in for this crappy ride.
Yeah, I think the thing that ruined this season in particular was the turtle and this villain. Or I don't know if you could call him a villain. I don't know what the hell he is.
No, he is a villain. What the hell? I mean, unless they pull something off in the last episode where he's a misunderstood hero, then F that.
We'll see next episode.
Yeah, we'll see. But we have Ya Boy Kongming, episode 12.
Final episode.
The final episode for Ya Boy Kongming, and we finally get to hear the song that Echo's been making for 4 or 5 episodes.
They kept it a secret.
Yep.
They gave us a little piece, like what, episode 7, or I forgot what episode it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, the battle of all battles. Finally, we hear Echo sing.
Yes, and it's called "Beautiful Dreamer," and it was beautiful.
I don't know about that bit.
Hey,
okay.
man, "Be Free Like a Butterfly" was amazing.
Sting like a bee.
I thought the song was fine. What they sang, they actually sang the whole song, so I thought it was cool. And it was so inspiring hearing that song that even Nanami and her group felt that inside of them, took off their mask, and they're like, heck yeah, Echo, we are beautiful dreamers, damn it.
to a point where Master Kid had to stay.
Yeah,
the DJ.
well, not really, because his flight was like being held.
Oh, because of the fog. I forgot, yeah. Jeez.
But hey, if it wasn't for Master Kid giving that like, Echo wouldn't have that 100,000 like campaign first.
Yeah, this episode was everything was going right for everyone, I guess.
Heck yeah, including our rival group. Well, not really, just the competition.
They were just standing there.
Yeah.
And the one thing the girl said, listen to her from last episode, right?
No, it was this one.
That was this one?
Yeah, because the crowd wasn't giving her a chance.
Yeah.
Because they were like, yo, she tried to take the song Underworld. How dare she? But yeah, Echo did a good job. She got the 100,000 like.
That was a lot of standing. I forgot from last episode and this episode too.
Well, yeah.
Until they finally started singing.
Yeah, man. But yeah, thanks to all that.
Calming because of his plan, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you forget that he's there, but yeah, Komi's plan is perfect.
Yeah. and the boss man on the other side got upset because the girls,
didn't listen.
Yeah. They opened up their.
They became real, and real don't sell. We want idleness, booty shaking, and masks. Which, don't get me wrong, I like a mask singer too.
And they were playing their instruments,
playing real instruments. How no one wants to see that. But prove them wrong, because the world did want to see that, as the new group.
No, they didn't prove him wrong. Komi proved that guy wrong.
Oh yeah, because he live streamed it.
Yeah, like, see, look, you reached to 100.
Yeah, if anything, they got more likes than Echo did.
Yeah.
But yeah, they also win. They also get to go to the show.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
No, they do. We're all winners.
No.
Here.
Oh, jeez, you're dumb.
I'm serious.
No, they just they got popularity from their thing, but they didn't actually win.
No, they didn't win, but they won
in their heart.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Yeah. We're all winners, David.
Oh, jeez.
This is a winner's circle episode, dude. Komi's a winner. Echo's a winner. Kibei's a winner.
I'm not a winner.
The bar manager's also a winner because everyone's at the bar.
And yeah, they had a party, and Kongming had to go upstairs.
Yeah, to
take a breather.
Yeah, because it took a lot out of him. I mean, it's a good thing we were with him the whole time, right?
Yes.
His struggle, his experience of being a fish out of water. I mean, God, it was terrible, especially his backstory. Jokes aside, yeah, I'm going.
They got a fist bump.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For a job well done.
Yeah. Not even a peck. Come on, come on, Echo. This man's making your future. Could have given him a friendly peck,
and he'll continue.
Yeah. But
to dream on.
Yes, to be a beautiful dreamer.
Yeah.
Be free like a butterfly.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, it was by the books ending. Everyone's a winner. Even Kurosawa, the manager of the Azalea group. Even he's a winner because he's like, I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah, he went to the good side in a way.
Yeah, he's like,
he's still gonna be strict, but he's gonna be, he's gonna
let the girls be the girls.
Yeah, they're gonna be more open to.
Yeah,
he was once in a band too, and
yeah, he was part of a White Snake cover group, and it didn't go well because the '80s had long hair, the poofy hair. Remember the poofy hair? Jeez, I don't want to see that anymore after the '80s. But yeah,
he didn't want that for the girls.
He didn't want that for anyone, especially the girls.
So he had to be mean. Got it.
Yeah, gotta follow the rules. They know strangers to love. No, just kidding. But yeah, that's basically the ending. Echo gets one last encore. Well, once an encore from that Beautiful Dreamer song because it's amazing. It's an amazing song.
And then it ends.
Yes, it ends.
With the best song
of the show, which is Hey DJ. Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the review.
And yeah, let's jump into reviews like we always do. If you're first time hearing it, every time anime ends, we review it right away. So obviously I start off, and your boy Komi had a great start, honestly, with the general Komi, well, the Tatation Komi coming from the Three Kingdoms to Tokyo and learning the modern lifestyle of everything. Basically the fish out of water story, and him trying to regulate what's going on and what's happening. And you would think that would be the route throughout the whole show, but no. We get to follow Echo and her dreams of becoming a professional singer, and instead of being the isekai that it promised to be, it ends up being a music anime. Inspiring. Don't give up on your dreams. Be a beautiful dreamer. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed Echo as a character. But throughout the middle of the anime, when we got Echo and Komi, which were the great parts, I like to say, Komi got sidelined out of nowhere. Like he had a master plan. They disguised it as the master plan of everything that was going on. Like from episode 6 prior on, he becomes a background character in his own show. And it just sucks because when that happened, we got introduced to Kibe. And honestly, now that I watched the whole anime, Kibe could be more or less interesting than possible. Like, other than him being a rapper, he is such bread. He's just a love for bread. Like, I didn't care. And even like at the end, he had no big payoff. Like, yeah, he won his rap battle tournament that he always wins. He's just going to. They didn't even explain right his inner struggles. Like, did he have cramps? Was he having a stomach ache every time he got nervous? What was going on? Stage fright? I mean, that's not the case if he was a 3-time champ. I don't know. Kibe was weird. And I really enjoyed Nanami. I just wish she came in more earlier instead of like way late, like episode 8, 9. But yeah. And then it just had a cookie cutter ending, winner circles. We're all winners. We're all dreamers, damn it. And yeah, I mean, will I remember the show by the end of the year? Probably not. Does it have a good opening and ED? Yes, it does. That's probably what's gonna be remembered by. It's amazing opening with the dancing. And I think just good song.
But remember, the OP is a cover of a different song. We didn't even know that.
Yes, it is. Hey, we all love covers. But also the intro itself, it's artistic, especially with like the lowriders coming in.
Yeah.
But yeah, final rating for this show, it's very mid. It's a shame, it had a big promise, but overall I think it's just a 5 out of 10. Didn't hurt me, but did it impress me? Not really. But hey, it left its mark with a cool opening. So that's my review, and go on, David.
Yeah, it's so upsetting to see this show. Like at first, like Omar said, fish out of water. But the upsetting part is that the one thing I kind of didn't like right off the beginning, him knowing everything about everything. Like he already knew. Like within those 4 hours, he knew everything, and the whole genius part kicks in, and that's all. That's calming at that point. He's just a genius. There's nothing to counter his genius, I wish there was like an episode where someone else is also somewhat of a tactician in a way, you get me? Where they outwit him and we get his struggles, but we don't get any struggles with Kongming because, Kongming knows all, sees all in a way. To a point where he bets a DJ that Echo is going to win this, and succeeds at the end, of course. And we don't get much struggles. We get Echo struggles, but not Kongming struggles. Oh, well, and the other two struggles as well. It's so annoying. Like, maybe they should have called this show something else, just have something related Echo, because this was just Echo's show at this point. The other two felt like just side characters, and whenever their time to shine, they came in, I guess. With the first kind of challenge Echo had, she was just there for what, like an episode or two, and that was it. That lady, I forgot her name, but it didn't really matter because that one was gone.
It's strange because like the first 2 episodes are like very alienated to the rest of the show because it's a very different feel of the anime.
So yeah, with the rapper kid, I was kind of confused on his disease or whatever was it. His struggle, his whole cramp until he passes out or something. I thought that was kind of dumb. They should have come up with something else there, but I was like, all right, just continue the story. And then when it came to the girls, like I felt like that was not much of a, like, I know the guy was a douche and he treated his people more like douches, but I wish I knew more about him instead of just like him being mean until the very end where we get an explanation about him. But it was like, okay, I guess I don't care at the end. Like, I feel like this guy should have been like introduced like within like a couple of episodes before, try to destroy Echo in a way for getting into his popularity of the 3 girls he's trying to promote. You get me? But from his perspective, like, oh, she was little.
Yeah, like he didn't know about Echo other than like that episode, that day.
I know, but that's the thing. It's just weird, like how all of this is happening, like how the structure of the anime.
I feel like the story if the story should have been told better.
Yeah, that or in a different way.
Yeah,
but who knows? I don't know if it's the manga or the show's fault. But either way, I was fighting with myself in this show because I don't know why I brought reality to this show too, because there was some dumb moments with some of these characters, but I'm like, oh well, that's this show. But yeah, this show wasn't. I don't hate the show. I'm just disappointed.
That's even worse.
Yeah. Like I really wanted to like this show a lot, but yeah. So for me, it's just it's a 6.
Damn.
Yeah.
You had a better rating than I did.
I know. I wanted it to, you know, even though how I'm talking about it, I enjoyed it, but you know, will I remember this? No. Will I want to rewatch this show? No. Will I want to, if they ever do a second season? No.
We watch that opening again? Yes.
Yes. And that the ED should have been the finale song.
Hey, you want to be a beautiful dreamer, no?
Hey DJ. Damn.
But yeah, that is your boy Kongming.
And no, and I wish the Koumei was more part of Echo's music as well.
Part of if anything, part of the song.
Yeah.
The final song, but he wasn't.
Since he's part of the team, right?
Yeah.
Or I guess Koumei's just the lackey that stays in the back and just brings him in.
Just a trash talker.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's enough. Your boy Kongming. You will be forgotten.
or our opinion is trash. Tell us in the comments.
Yeah, what you guys think of the ending of your boy Kongming?
Or the show entirely. Maybe we were looking at, or I was looking at it in a different way. You get me?
But yeah, with that being said, we'll see you later, your boy Kongming. We have Summertime Rendering, episode 9. And this is a very important episode because it fills the plot holes of what happened with Ushio. The real Ushio. Yes. And how she died. And it started off very interesting because Ushio actually found out about her own shadow because she confronted her. We found in the video.
We looked in the video, yes.
Yeah, in the video, like she's talking. They're both talking.
Yes.
And then that's when we get the whole flashback of how they met and what was going on. And the big one was Shiori, the little girl, was the first person to encounter these shadows.
Yeah, because it's cool the fact that we got that scene, the same scene that we saw before, where Ushio sees like up and she sees herself. You get me? Or she sees
her shadow.
So,
yeah. Because it was just hinted of that, but like it was different context.
Yeah.
Everything. So it was a very important episode. But yeah, like I was saying with Shiori, like we found out how she disappeared, if anything, of like how she was the first one to see the shadows and question it. She was asking everyone in the island, but no one was believing her. She was like, "Why is no one believing me on these? I feel like there's someone's watching me, like someone's stalking my every move." And they're like, "Yeah, you're right. I'm crazy."
But I guess at the end they brushed it away and they finished cleaning the beach. Because they were cleaning the beach when that was happening.
Yep, they were cleaning the beach, and
that sucks too. Because you see the family too of the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, you guys are gonna die, and you're still gonna die.
Yep.
Because there's unless they go back in time, but I don't know if that's even possible.
Yeah, no, it's not, because Shunpei can't go back that time.
Yeah,
unless he would have after seeing all what he did to this episode,
right?
Mm-hmm. But he wasn't there. He was in Tokyo.
But I guess like normal, they went back home and bath time.
Yeah,
but we see the shadow in the bath, the bathtub.
Yeah, because we get to learn that right off the bat, Ushio's shadow is not like the rest.
Yeah, because she thought she was confused. She was like, "Oh, you're not the real one.
I'm the real one.
I'm the real one." Yeah.
You know what it felt like? It felt like SpongeBob with Doodle Bop.
Oh, jeez. But these are exact copies. That one was an exact copy.
No, he was SpongeBob, dude.
Oh, God. Me, SpongeBob. You, Doodle Bob.
Anyways.
You dumb.
Hey, man. That's just the first thing I thought of. But yeah, it was fun watching them interact, because Ushio's a playful playful character, so having another character to bounce off like that is just, you expect a good time. And,
so they want to go and see this whole shadow thing, right?
yeah, Shishori's shadow that she's been talking about in the temple. And lo and behold, they do find it.
And, well, you could tell the difference between both of them. Like, one takes fear while the other one's like, I kind of get you.
Yeah, like
you
like
see
the shadow's afraid.
Yeah.
And then like the real Ushio is like more bold, and she'll take the action.
It's the other way around.
No,
You got it confused.
not even.
Yeah.
I think it's the other way around.
No, I'm seeing it right now. Yeah, the shadows were like more aware of the situation compared to her. She was terrified.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then that's when that weird shadow with the crow was consuming it and stuff. I was like, what the hell? In my mind,
Was the shadow becoming the crow? Or
I have no idea.
Was it just eating it?
It was eating it, I think.
Oh.
But then I guess the shadow could transform into the shadow. I was like, what?
The shadow becoming the shadow.
Yeah, so there was a third Ushio, but it wasn't fully formed into it. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess these shadows don't just copy once, they copy twice. They could copy as many times, I think, right?
As long as you have a shadow.
Right? Or that camera, right?
Yeah. But
I still want to know that
I
flash.
think the big thing of that scene was just
Ushio shadow could
do powers.
powers with her hair.
Mm-hmm. That she didn't know until rewatching it.
It's cool that she does like the movements too. Like she goes inside the floor too. The floor itself.
It becomes a
Shadow. Yeah, that was cool.
So much shadow I was talking about. I'm getting mistaken that I'm talking about Shadow the Hedgehog over here.
And at the end, she's like, "Oh, I'm a shadow."
Yeah, I guess I am the shadow. I'm not the real SpongeBob.
And I guess with camera wise, they could copy the leg. So she lost her leg when she fought that other shadow.
It's either that or like if the real one's there, maybe like you could copy it.
Either or.
Yeah.
It could be that.
We'll find out next week.
We'll find out next week when she gets her arm back or not.
Yeah, if that's the case. But yeah, then we get to the big part, the big juice, the big meat and potatoes.
Well, they finally get to the end of the camera scene, with them bickering of who's the real one.
Yeah.
And then that was pretty much it for the phone. And they asked the shadow if she remembers any of this, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, that's when we get to the scene with like Shisari, like everyone at the beach.
That's why she remembers, and that's the whole like transition to like this memory. What is it, like a memory rewind, but like in her mind? I guess I was not entirely sure how her thing was. Like we got into her brain, the shadow's brain, to re-see that scene. I'm not sure.
But yeah, we get to that moment, and yeah, that's the day Ushio died, and how Shisori's shadow became her, how she took her role, and it was terrifying. It was horrifying. Just the lengths that these shadows will go to take someone's role in life, I guess, right? Like with Shisori, and it was weird because they just went and had a fun time at the beach after they cleaned it, and bam, she's gone right off the bat. And that's when Ushio, or either Ushio, sensed that she's in the ocean drowning right now. So I was like, all right, we gotta go save her.
Yeah, Ushio ended up telling the two to stay back at all costs, I guess. because she already knows what's gonna happen down there, and they don't want the two to, die, or from that other shadow.
Yeah. And but yeah,
I wonder if what would have happened if they both went to the ocean. What if the shadow would have been gone, and what if she survived? Who knows? But yeah, it was terrifying, that whole scene with the inside the water,
fighting underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very sad to finally see what happened with Ushio, the real one, and when they were trying to save Sasori from drowning from her shadow.
And the shadow herself, Ushio's shadow, the little girl shadow one, finds out that she's not what is that word?
Indefective?
Yeah, she's defective. Pretty much, she's a defective shadow.
Look, she doesn't act like the rest.
Mm-hmm. But she couldn't take her out because the squad gets in the ocean as well and try to rescue.
I thought it was because Ushio saved her.
No, the people were coming in, and he replaced with the other shadow.
They were swimming out, and then they were swimming out together, and then like the shadow got the shadow one, and then that's when Ushio grabbed the shadow blob thingy and just took her down with her. That's how I remember it. And then that's when everything went to shit hitting the fan.
Well, it was I don't know. That was two shadows. It was crazy. It was the shadow that copied the little girl, and then it was weird.
But yeah, it was sad to see. It was a very emotional, seeing Ushio cry underwater, which they did an amazing job animating that. And but yeah, and then she just goes down in the abyss,
and the two guys were pretty much not defeated, but upset.
They were sad and angry.
Yeah, because they saw the Shiori, the little girl, like pretending to be knocked out, even though she's dead already.
Yeah, she already took her spot.
Yeah, so the friend gets upset at Shunpei, but Shunpei's like, dude, I've been this sad already, and I was also sad as well.
Yeah, what are you talking about? It's raining outside.
Yeah, for me it was raining as well too when I was watching that part. I was like, damn. And then he says he's sorry too. That was cool. He right away he was like, all right, I got you, fam.
Yeah, because if people could dwell under the shoulda, coulda, wouldas,
mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, we have to move forward. I mean, you didn't expect shadows to be real,
but it was real at that point where we got the mother or the top shadow reach out for Shunpei.
I think that was the best moment.
Caught us off guard, and I was like, "What is happening? Did the shadow just appear through this simulation, or what just happened there?" And I guess was that real to a point where Shunpei's like, "Is this real?" At that point, but then when he looks at his arm, it burned into his arm. So I don't know if that's a way of tracking him or not. Cause she found out where he's at from what she said through that Shiori, or no, what's the Shiori? Yeah, Shiori's shadow in that dream or whatever that was, simulation thing. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was probably my favorite moment in the anime because you didn't see it coming. It was like a what the hell moment. So it was
that's how it ended.
It scarred me. Yeah, it was a good cliffhanger and probably the best episode so far. With just filling the plot hole of what happened that day. We finally have context of what legit happened, and so does everyone else. Well, that's all that memory.
Yeah, man, that phone was helpful.
Yeah,
and
it's crazy. It's crazy that she knew she was gonna die, in a way.
And I guess we have now we got a kind of more help now since we lost the sniper and assassin girl in a way.
Yeah, in a way, they're still in the same team.
They're
It's
still on the
just-
same team, but they don't trust the shadow. But now they got the shadow and the friend together.
Mm.
So of course, with Ushia's shadow, she's able to do all these stuff now since she remembers how to fight.
They have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Which is good.
So now
we saw what they could do.
yeah, so now it's gonna be more entertaining. We'll see.
Yeah, especially now that the mother figure is kind of like
Present more.
mm-hmm.
We'll see. Maybe we'll see. I don't know if later on, maybe like 2 or 3 episodes, she returns, or we'll continue with her.
I imagine. I mean,
I don't know.
I feel like because she is our villain.
I know, but you know what? It feels like maybe she will end up like Dio. Like she'll come out a little bit and then she'll be gone for a bit and then she'll come back again later on. Do you get me? For the finale, because I don't think we'll get into it right away. You get me?
No, I know that, but
Yeah.
I'm like, I know we get to know more about her. But yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Next week. Very exciting. Really impact me. And yeah, we have Komi Can't Communicate Season 2, Episode 8, or if you're watching on Netflix, it's Episode 20. And yeah, we are here at the Kyoto trip. It has begun, and it's happening. We're here. We're live. But yeah, it was just, man, just starting off, like who's going to sit next to who, what groups got assigned with. It's just cute. It's just harmless fun. Of course, Najime is in every group, so because it knows where to be.
Yeah, she or he, whichever gender at this point, could be on any side.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And
that was pretty funny though, 'cause the whole like when they show the 3 squads, he or she would be in. Najime would be always on that squad doing the same thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like Najime is in every group, doing whatever.
But it looked funny though when whatever they're doing.
Yeah. But yeah, like it's just we get to see Tano just expect everyone, everyone that we've known throughout the whole show. Yami and her rivalry with the other girl, the gamer who calls her a normie, and then we get to see Kaita and the narcissist guy actually grouping up with Tadano, which it's an interesting group to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get the meat and potatoes. Who got to group up with Komi, and it's these 2 random girls actually. These 2 also quiet girls, but not as socially awkward as Komi. So it's just
so Tadano is like, oh no, got grouped up with Sasaki and Taku, I can't say her name. Kato. Yeah. And Komi's just in the center.
Yeah. Which I thought it fit well. I thought it was a actually perfect group for her to be in. Because they all kind of acting like each other. Is it entertaining to be around? I'm pretty sure not. But those girls tried their hardest.
Yeah, because they're trying to impress Komi, of course.
Yeah. Especially eating Pocky sticks.
To a point where it got awkward, where she was taking her sweet ass time to finish that Pocky stick while they were already done.
You wanna enjoy the best moment, especially it being free. It's even more delicious.
The other thing that was funny was the whole with the country bunkin girl.
Oh yeah,
she
was grouped up with Orihime, I think. And
it was funny.
The slow girl.
It was funny the fact because she's a country person, but Kyoto is almost like country at that point.
Yeah, but like everyone knows Kyoto, so it's like upgrade country,
Yeah.
like she's country, but she's not that like upgrade country, high society country.
She was this close to getting left behind.
Cause she didn't want to, disinfect Kyoto with her countryness, That's just her shtick at this point. Like she's just a country girl. But yeah, we finally got to Kyoto,
And we get introduced to the
tour guide.
Ryoko?
Ryoko.
Yeah. Ryoko, yeah.
Ryoko, who this is her dream job. She wanted to be a tour bus guide, and she's going by the books. Learning the rules of what students or people would do for tour guides. It's like
so we got
like hitting on them.
Yeah, we got her inner monologues as well.
Mm-hmm.
Her struggles on saying particular stuff too, and she said the wrong thing.
I know they clowned on her. Yeah. It's like did she did a runoff sentence right there? And she's like, oh my god, I hope they didn't notice.
And then of course Komi being beautiful, they ignored her half the time as well.
Yeah,
to a point where she's just sitting down and looking at the location, and the tour guide lady is like, no one's listening to me.
And I was like, what the hell? That these kids would be more proper since they're private school, but they're kids. That's how kids were going on field trips. You don't care what's going on or where you're going. You're just happy you're going out with your friends from school, hanging out, and then especially in this case, like being with them like all day.
It's funny because the tour guide lady lost one person, and you already know that one. Your favorite girl.
The slow girl.
Yeah.
She literally
just
went off.
Walked off on her own.
Yeah, she's like, my God. Yeah. I mean, hey, she'll be fine.
And then our buff dude, I keep forgetting his name.
Tate?
Yeah. He was asking for help, but you know how he is too. He can't communicate as well.
Scare the crap out of her.
Yeah. And her day was pretty bad for our tour guide.
Yeah, I mean, she's almost at the point of giving up hope.
Why even try? But she saw something gleaming in her eyes.
Yes, she saw hope when because she was getting up hope when they were back in the bus, and she was explaining about the bridge or whatever, or like the famous spot where couples are evenly split.
But the two that were listening was Komi and Tarano.
Yeah, they were very interested in the
bridge,
what the tour guide had to say, and that it sparked with her being like, "Hey, that's how I was when I was their age. When I was on a school trip. You can entertain the whole group or you just that one person, but as long as someone's listening to you, being inspired, that's all you need."
But wait, she loses too.
Yeah, she loses Komi and Tarano. They're doing their own thing, talking about the architect of these temples. I think you were talking about like one was like in particular famously for
jumping off.
Yeah, jumping off. And
yeah, I remember reading that and seeing that was pretty funny with Najime trying to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot the whole meaning of it again.
I think it was like good luck or something.
Yeah, if you live.
Yeah, if you survive.
Yeah, 90% survive, right?
Do survive, yeah. So it's a high chance you can be that 10%.
Oh, damn.
But that's not the point. The whole thing was the tour guy sees Komi and Tano being cute and adorable, lovey-dovey couple, which they're not. We want them to be, but she tells herself
she was jelly.
Like she was jealous, and she was like, "Just get married already, Jesus Christ!" And yeah, and then we got to the fan service part of the episode, which was the bathhouse.
Oh yeah,
we get to see the girls naked, right?
Jeez.
Well, obviously,
one person really wanted.
Yami, she was like, "Oh my God, Komi, please get naked in front of me. We're girls, right? All I want to do is see you naked and touch your boobs."
That Ahigo face, man.
It's hilarious. But unfortunately,
apparently it's normal, to touch other girls that like
yeah,
that.
because they're girls, it's kind of like guys, touch each other.
Yeah, okay.
I'll get to them later, but
But of course, Komi was embarrassed to change
yeah, of course,
because she's not used to doing this.
God no. But
The two girls encouraged.
Yeah.
Well, one of the girls encouraged them.
yeah, Orihime,
Yeah.
the normal one, if anything,
Mhm.
I like to call her.
If anything, I always look at her as Tadano too. Yeah.
Female Tano.
Yeah, because she's like the most normal one out of all the girls in this show.
Yeah. or like what she really is. She's just the big sister
Pretty much.
for everyone.
Yeah.
And then I agree. The green hair girl, she didn't want to get naked because she was embarrassed the last time she did. They called her meatballs.
Yeah.
Like, that's
They didn't even know the reason why they called her meatballs.
I was like, that's a terrible nickname. But she got inspired to get naked, and
Yeah, they all undress, and they finally saw the reason why they called her that.
and they're like, oh my god, you meatballs.
Yeah.
But hey, girls being girls, to get along, especially
Especially here comes your girl again.
yeah, Yami.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, Komi, can't touch your boobs. And she's like,
Like the most innocent way to say it.
yeah. The only a girl could
It was
say.
the most purest moment, I guess, what the episode said, right?
Yeah. Komi being Komi, she's like, no, stop. Get some help.
I don't think she said that. But yeah.
That's how I read it.
Oh, jeez.
But you know who should have got some help? I don't know, man. 'Cause, Jesus Christ, these men.
Well, 2 men
Yes, 2 beautiful
and
men.
3 boys. Oh, 4 boys.
Oh. Because
Because these guys are wild, man.
hey, man, with the narcissist guy and Kaita, they were like,
Well,
Joe.
Of course, you already know he's going to do no matter what.
Yeah, because he actually, worked out during his time off, and
Yeah.
the narcissist guy, he's just beautiful no matter what, right?
Yeah. To a point where before that, he thought he wanted the ladies wanted a picture.
Oh
of him.
yeah, I forgot about that. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, you want a picture? Of course. And he poses and stuff. It's just like that's not what we meant at all. But you know what? We're leaving.
But yeah, right here, he's just like, look at my glory.
Yes, look at it, and then
He doesn't care. No towel for him.
heck no,
Just see my
everything's
glory.
out.
Yeah.
You know who else lets it all hang out as well? Kaita, man. Like he was like bold and like,
Flexing.
a real menace. Like the real menace that everyone thinks that. I think that was real right at that moment.
Gotta show how manly you are, man.
Yeah, they're very manly. And then when we got done with the showboating, and then Kaita realizes something very important.
Well, not for the trio though.
Oh yeah, those 3 boys.
The trio were mesmerized.
Yeah, they were blushing, and they're like, "Oh my god, Kaita!" Oh, and I'm like, "Bros, calm down, put it in your pants."
Well, with the narcissist guy, they were like, okay, but then Kaita, like another story, man.
Yeah.
It's like they saw a JoJo character.
Yeah, literally, they saw
Yeah.
Jotaro naked
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah. They were amazed,
Mhm.
especially at a different scene too, where right in front of them, the junk was right there, man. I was like, damn, these guys are blushing over that. Wow, this dude probably has a big schlong.
Wow,
I don't know. That's how it looked. Just saying.
just the way you said that.
Hey, man.
But yeah.
that was the whole point, right?
Could have worded that differently.
Salami.
How
about that?
Whatever. Either way, we're done with the show, but I thought we were done. You wanted to go more in detail with it. You wanted to go more detail.
Because they do go into more detail.
I wanted to just get over with it.
They don't, because they take pictures
Oh
of them
Lord.
flexing.
I was gonna get to that.
All hard.
I was gonna get to that with when Kaita didn't have his lotion. He was like, "Oh no, my skin's gonna get super dry. My moisture it's gonna be gone. And then the narcissist guy's like, I got you, fam. Don't even trip.
Throws the bottle.
Yeah. Well, not really. He just put it back.
Tosses it or whatever.
He places it. But like but yeah, and then there's like, hey man, you know what? We should get a picture together because you're as beautiful as I am. It's shocking for him to say that, right? And then they do some very questionable things.
Well, you thought that were questionable.
No, the anime thought.
No, they made it seem that way.
It was nasty. But you know, it turned out being them posing for pictures. And then they were like, Tano, please take our picture. Tano, you know, as
I don't know, it's just nice enough to take.
yeah, he's just being a nice dude, but I would be like, heck no. Y'all do that in your own time. Get a camera stick or whatever. So I don't know, be creative. But you know, Tano say yes, and then that's when
I really noticed that I really noticed that they were not inside the thing no more. So they were pretty much the dude was just flashing at that point, the narcissist guy, because you know how he didn't have his towel.
Yeah.
But that was, you know, like they're like in the hallway area taking pictures.
Hey man, they still got the towel just in case someone. He don't care. They don't care.
They're just flexing over here.
Not just them, you know, the other 3 shy little boys come up and they're like, yeah, we want to pose too. And it becomes a pose fest, becomes a JoJo panel.
Becomes a fire force picture
photo shoot.
Yeah.
And you know, it's all fun, it's all harmless, and then Coleman comes in and she's like, what the hell y'all doing? I question this. All of this. But you know, we get to the last scene with the pillow fight. Yeah, which the whole fight was for who gets to sleep next to Komi. And you know, and I think it was just a sweet scene. Like, of course, it being funny, but like it was a sweet scene of like
they were having fun.
Yeah, kids having fun.
All the girls having fun.
Yeah, and there's no harm, no foul.
Except for 2.
What was that? Was it Yami, I'm guessing?
Yami and Najime.
Yeah.
For the final hit.
Yeah.
But they got stopped by the teacher. Mm-hmm. So they pretend to sleep, but they ended up passing out.
Yeah, basically the teacher was like, cut it out! Go to bed. But you know, it made Komi's day because she was excited to be part of that she couldn't sleep. And yeah, that's just the episode. It was cute. Just
wild.
Yes, wild episode of the first day at Kyoto.
Yeah, man. If you didn't have that, if you wanted your edginess, you got it on with both sides, man.
Yes,
either man or female.
Yes,
you got both.
Both boys and girls enjoyed this episode for all their own reasons. but yeah, that was like always. Komi always brings it to the table, so can't wait for next week. We have Vampire in the Garden, episode 4 and 5. We decided to wrap this one up as well because episode 4 left off on a good cliffhanger that we couldn't wait. So let's start off with episode 4, which yes, we're finally at Eden, right? You know, we finally made it. You know, they saved Momo and Fine from dying. And you know,
hey, that was a good thing.
That was, you know, they were in the middle of the freaking snow, about to die, and
they could have died.
Yeah, they could have, but these random villagers got them, and they're explaining the Eden, you know, this beautiful place that both vampires and humans live in harmony.
Well, of course, Momo woke up and, you know, she was learning all this stuff. While Fine?
Yeah, Fine.
Fine was still asleep during that time.
Yeah, and while Momo's, you know, as of course being mistrusted because of, you know, the last place that humans and vampires were living in harmony.
But everyone was happy, you know. Everyone was living at peace in this.
Yeah, and there's even like a shot, like a legit shot of the postcard being real life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when like she was like, she was still questioning it, but she was kind of like forgiving, like, you know what?
Yeah, they have food. They have no shortage in blood. Like they're living.
They even have electricity,
Yeah.
which is even odd, which comes into play later. But
Wait, no, it gets now. Fine wake. Momo wants where's Fine at? So they go where Fine is at, and Fine's trying to open this door because she's also not fully recovered as well.
yeah, she's not fully recovered, but right off the bat, Fine doesn't trust this place. She has her guard up the whole time.
So she opens that door, and we see this man, literally, like, his eyes are bloodshot red, and he said, beware of this location. But I guess our two characters didn't, I guess Momo and Fine didn't say anything after that, I guess.
I think they didn't say anything because they saved them,
Yeah.
They were like not trying to be. Well, obviously, Fine was on her guard no matter what.
Yeah.
Momo was just like, okay, whatever. Because they had a good explanation. It was like, oh, this vampire is bloodthirsty. So
Yeah.
we keep him in here to like keep him cool down, whatever. Which we have seen, like, vampires lash out, especially when Fine did that last episode for blood. But yeah, everything's good. Everything's in harmony. Momo finally could live in Eden. What they wanted, right? What they want all along. But
Fine pretty much says, like, is this really freedom?
yeah, is this really what you want? Because this doesn't feel right. There's something off about this place.
Something in the air doesn't feel right.
Mm-hmm. But I think that's when they decided to split, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, Fine was like, I don't think I could be around you because I don't want to lash out like I did last time.
And then, of course, me and Omar are confused with the whole fact that either if it's the brother or childhood friend, the guy comes out
Oh yeah, the brother.
and takes because Omar saw it dub, I saw it sub, so we got different information on that one. Either I forgot or either is a childhood friend. But yeah, he takes her away because she was weak at that point. She couldn't do anything to escape. So he takes her away, ends up putting her in a spot. I was confused on that.
He was trying to obviously recover Fine so they could go back home. But while he was doing that, he was trying to get his his army
Okay.
to come in to I guess like an escort, or like when things hit the fan.
But I guess he didn't hide her very well.
No, because it was all quick. It was all happening so fast. But he left the dog there.
Yeah.
His lucky dog.
But the villagers ended up taking her.
Yeah, they snatched and they put in a tomb.
Mm-hmm.
A tomb,
And then that's when the humans come in.
which is our trackers basically. Momo's uncle and Momo's mom's also here in this ride along to find this Eden, which, as we find out, that this Eden's just a big old trap for people believing that vampires, humans can live in harmony, which is all a lie, because we find out what was inside that little vampire prison. And that is where the big source of electricity comes in, because they use that vampire as electricity, like a power plant, basically.
Pretty much using that person for the gain of other people. It sounds like us in a way. We're using that one person to gain more control.
Yeah.
You could see how mean it is, but no, how pure this is. Not Eden. I guess they're Eden of seeing Eden.
What? That was confusing.
I mean, well, the way Momo thought of Eden.
Gotcha. No, this is
That
not,
we're using that one
this
person.
this is not Eden. I think we talked about it. I was like, man, if that is the case, why don't you just split the role or something?
Yeah.
Or like find a better way to not make it look brutal.
Yeah,
to
like
use.
maybe on Tuesdays, get some people to come in voluntarily,
Or-
Don't constantly be using that same person,
But hey, they didn't think like we did.
Yeah.
Sacrifices had to be made, I guess. And
Just
well,
one saves everyone, right?
yeah. Alicia's a savage. She's hunting down Momo because she realizes the truth. So Momo's trying to escape, and that's when the humans come in. They're like, "Yo, y'all seen a girl named Momo?" And they're like, "Nah, we haven't seen her at all. We don't know who you're talking about." It's like, "All right, stop lying. Tell me where she's at." And they're like, "All right, vampires." And then we got the big battle with the village and the humans.
And then the vampires also join in too.
Yes, God, this is so confusing with you. The brother or childhood friend come in, and his army show up as well.
And it's just the conflict between all three of the groups. It was wild.
It was a interesting fight, but
And Momo's fight with the other girl, the vampire girl,
Alicia.
was crazy.
yeah, because it was like a horror movie. Like she was getting hunted down by a slasher, if anything.
Yep.
What's the best thing about slasher movies?
No one survives.
No, it's when the hunter becomes the hunted.
Well, it depends on what slasher movie you watch. You get me?
No, but like, okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's when Momo takes revenge. Well, she turns the tide, and she pulls out her hidden blade that Fine gave to her just in case things head south. Popped her, and then she gets her gun, and she pops her right there, and then she thought, you know what, I'm not done. I'm gonna let this missile go from the submarine and then let it blow up. And I was actually sad because Alicia was not into pieces when that hit her. Because we see her body like still floating, and I was like, how? She got literally hit by a torpedo.
But yeah, that was it for that episode.
Well, yeah, I left out the reason we kept watching because Momo is drowning. She looks like she's about to die.
Oh yeah, the submarine just goes down.
Yeah, it starts
on the
sinking.
water.
And Momo's drowning, and Fine's stuck in the coffin.
Asleep.
Yeah. And that's when we jump into the final episode with
Episode 5.
Fine having a bad dream about her past of, basically
What happened
basically
to that girl?
like they were also trying to fight Eden and trying to live in harmony, but it just wasn't happening. And
Things were pretty much repeating the same way.
yeah, history repeating itself.
Yeah.
For her, and it took her a long time to recuperate from that, but the situation she is now, I guess her Momo senses were tingling, and she legit got out of that tomb and like literally flew where Momo was at.
But we're not even done there, man. We're still getting chased while this war was happening. So we were getting blasted from vampires. Trying to chase by vampires, getting blasted by humans. It was wild.
Yeah, because hey man, you can't say Fina was not a trooper because she was getting blasted. Everything was just hitting her, and I kind of like that in this anime. Because the hero of the story never gets hit, right, when they get shot at or whatever. Especially when
stormtroopers.
No, I was about to say that. Like, especially like I'm watching Obi-Wan Kenobi, and those damn stormtroopers can't aim for nothing, bro. I swear to God.
Here, she's standing still, and then she gets blasted.
Yeah,
like 3 or 4 times.
There's only
she leaves.
There's only 3 the trackers that shoot her down, right?
Yeah.
And in Star Wars, you can have 20 of them, and they're all missing. But anyways, Fina gets blasted down. Momo's still trying to protect her, but it's just not going well. And to a point, Momo gets captured by that.
Well, they get stranded inside the thing, and there's only one way, like always every hero, you know.
Yeah, it was like,
Gotta leave you behind,
like,
you know. I'll
mo-
take care of
you move ahead, I'll catch up. And
Yeah.
she's like, no, you're lying. You're gonna die right here. It's like, just go, damn it.
So pretty much she closes herself in, and they divide themselves. So Momo's on her own now. While, you know, Fine ends up taking the shot.
Well, yeah, she was at death's door at that point.
Yep.
So she had to take it. And but yeah, that's when I said the whole Momo getting captured by that mech fanatic guy.
No, first she got captured by the vampire guy.
Oh, the brother slash childhood friends.
Yes. That scene. And then that robot guy comes in too. Yeah, like so many shit, like all these stuff are happening at the same time. And I guess the guy had to sacrifice himself in a way.
Yeah, I was shocked that he died like that.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, because he got blasted as well.
Yeah.
Pretty hard, like Fine.
You know what? I kind of felt sorry for him because I wanted to see his outcome. Like, I wanted to know his. I know he didn't mean like bad for his side, but you know, he's kind of like the mom in a way. You get me? Like he wanted justice for their side. You get me?
No, I wouldn't say mom. I would say like he was like a brother. He was like a guardian.
No. I meant as in like how he was thinking of what, you know, the humans versus vampires. Like he would. That's
no,
what
yeah, he was. If anything,
the vampire
he had loyalty to his side. Like
Yeah.
he will fight a good fight, and that's why I say guardian as well, because you know he was trying to protect his race.
Yeah, because he didn't want her to.
He didn't.
die.
He didn't want his race to lose Fine, which was an
Mhm.
important part, because she was kind of like
important to him too.
kind of like princess or queen, whatever.
Yeah, so he ended up just passing away there. Kind of sucks.
Kind of sucks. Yeah, it does suck. But hey, he helps Momo one last time. It's funny that he hates her.
Yeah.
But he always helps her because you know how much Momo means to Fine.
And this insane lieutenant dude just now wanted to kill Momo. Crazy.
Yeah, but then he gets doinked and you know
By mom.
yeah, doesn't die. And yeah, we go back to Momo trying to find Fine, but you know we see that Fine is into that abomination of vampire, and that's when the uncle comes in, and probably the best fight scene in this whole anime with him versus Fine.
And Momo.
Oh yes, and Momo. Two,
Yeah.
of course, 2 versus 1.
Yeah, that whole fight was insane. Until he lost at the very end.
Yeah, I mean,
But he didn't die. He was saying to kill him, you know.
yeah,
But Fine, you know how nice she is. She won. Well, she kind of killed the rest of the squad, but not her.
I mean they
Not him.
weren't dead.
Oh well, we're about to die.
Brink of death.
Yeah,
right?
brink of death.
'Cause,
Yeah.
you know they called them up. They're
Yeah.
like, "Yo, boss, you know, like, we try to stand our ground." You
But
know?
then we see his backstory too. You know.
Like we were getting hints of it in last
Mhm.
episode, if anything.
But this one in particular, we finally see like why he doesn't trust vampires in a way. He couldn't even trust his bride himself because, you know, his bride tried to kill him in a way too. But, you know, she didn't mean to either because you could see from her eye. She was crying
Yeah.
as well.
Like, if anything, in a way, the uncle's kind of like Momo. Like he wanted to believe vampires and humans can live in harmony, where he even fell in love with them.
And the sister ended up taking out the bride.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn. Ouch.
And that's why he was on this search for her you know, her niece. He was like, hey, I don't want you to go through the same thing I did, even if it means that you hate me. But hey,
If anything, I think what Momo said at the end kind of changed his perspective. Because that light, you know, shines in his eyes at the end.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, I guess I was in the wrong. But hey, a little too late, right?
Especially with the flowers.
Yes, we finally get to just Momo and Fine basically getting their last words.
Pretty much.
The last words in, because Fine is gonna die because she took the drug and she's literally dying. She was on the brink of death so many times.
Yeah.
That
Pretty much her last kind of wish was, to her to live her life and hopefully, create that passion they wanted. The whole their Eden, vision of Eden. Yeah.
It's become true.
Yeah.
And it was sad. It was sad to see Fine go.
She wanted to hear her sing one last time, but by the time she tried to, she passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So she never got to sing to her, at least on that time.
Yep. And it was sad, but you see Momo carrying Fine, and then she encounters her mom in the middle of nowhere. If anything, I like to add. But yeah, that's when Momo's mom is like, "Come back home. You're still my daughter. Like, I still, I guess, love you."
Mm-hmm.
But
it was kind of a mutual thing too, because both of them were saying it,
Yeah.
And it was hurting both. No, it was hurting more the mother than her, because she's at that point. Like, we think that differently. We're not the same, Our thoughts are different about how we think about the vampires and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when she was saying all of that, she's thankful for the mom.
Yeah.
For taking care of her. But the mom was so destroyed as well, because she didn't want this for her either, to see all this, sacrificing and all these deaths that she's seen. She didn't want that for her, but she didn't see what she didn't want her to go into the vampire. You know how the other guy was. They both had similar thoughts. They cared about their family.
It all comes back to how the brother / childhood friend felt like.
Yeah.
They all fought for their race. They all fought proudly, and they all thought that they were in the right. When in actuality, they had to open their mind and be like, we can live in harmony if we work together. The past is the past. We gotta leave it in the past and work on the future. And
pretty much.
They're like, F that. They're murderers. They're monsters. And like, F that. These bastards use light on us.
War never changes, sir.
Yeah, war never changes. But
but did it change? Did war change?
Who knows?
Well, by the end of the what do you call it? Well, when they finished, we got a cutscene.
Oh, you're gonna skip the beautiful moment?
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, man, I was gonna get to that.
Oh,
but,
go.
But yeah, we finally, once Momo's mom leaves her, let her be her own person. That's when we got the shot of the garden, which is the title. Where I guess that's when Momo buried her, which became the vampire in the garden. Boom.
Oh my god.
And that's when she started to sing to her. But it cuts the credits.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we get to the after credit, the whole Momo's dream of Eden actually becoming reality.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it the whole entire world? I don't think so. I feel like it's just like another village or another town, maybe.
Yeah, I'm curious if that's her child.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what?
If anything, the whole point of the credit was just seeing Momo being happy.
Yeah.
Of where she's at now, and that the dream that both Momo and Fine wanted.
They're working together.
That is
humans and vampires.
Yes, it is happening and it's trying to become true.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's the end of the episode. That's the end of the anime.
Ba-bum.
Yes, the Netflix noise. And yeah, now we go into reviews of this beloved I think nice anime. Vampire in the Garden. It was short but perfect. I like to say, the story that we were told, I think was good. It didn't waste any time. Just telling the story between Momo and Fine and their struggles of being a human and being a vampire, and just trying to live in harmony. But it was so it has a strong first episode with the war. Both losing members of each side, and it never changes. War never changes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we said at the beginning, like, it had a weird cut to it, but like I think it does it well. After watching actually watching these 5 episodes, I think it's done well. Where we get to the war, from them escaping the war and trying to connect with one each other, because they still have that distrust of, you're a vampire. Like, oh, you're a human. Who cares,
Yeah.
And then from there it goes to the road trip to finally finding Eden, to them, having the climax at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's done perfectly well, and it helps that this is done by Wit Studios and has that Wit Studios magic animation, especially like when it came to the climax, the chase scenes, and even the cars look good, so they're not like CGI or anything. Yeah, it has a lot of good moments. A lot of odd, the action scenes, like from the climax to the first 2 episodes, are very action packed. And just the story that we were told between Momo and Fine, trying to just find Eden, was beautifully told. I thought I really enjoyed it. Would I would have wanted more time with the side characters? Yeah, I would have, but it doesn't. The what we got still, I think it was still good. Knowing Momo's uncle and his struggle, I thought was done perfectly fine. Momo's mom, or our infamous character of Fine's brother / childhood friend / best friend. Who knows? But yeah, I think it was perfectly told. I think the only thing I regret is not watching all of it all at once, because that's what Netflix for. You can watch it all in one take and just to have a good time. Do I recommend this show? Heck yeah, especially if you have you have a night off on a weekday or on a weekend. Watch the show. It's a good show, well animated, good story, and yeah, I enjoyed Fine and Momo as characters. So with that being said, I give it a 7.5. Wit Studios still doing their magic, and I can't wait to see their next project. Other than that, the one they have right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is my rating. Go ahead, Dave.
What was it again?
7.5.
Okay. With me was I enjoyed the show for what it was. I wish I had more time with it more. I wish we knew more of how all of this become, how the war against vampires happen, see it more visually than, explain to it in the beginning. You get me? I wish we had into more on the mother, the mother parts, because it didn't connect as much, but you tried to see her way, her ways in the war. You get me? But yeah, I wish we got into more with the uncle as well too, other than what we saw a bit. What other peeve I had? The relationship between both of them, I guess, was fine too. I just wish it was this show was like 12 episodes instead of 6. I mean 5. What else? I think that's it. Most of my peeves. Other than that, the show was great. Music was great. And I think that's it. My rating for it, it's a 7. I recommend the show. It's short, pretty short, so
Yeah,
you guys could watch it.
Watch it in a day, less than a day.
And you could either watch. You guys could like take your time on the show too. You don't have to rush either, if you want to. It's up to you. But yeah, 7.
All right, we're kind of the same score. but yeah, that was Vampire in the Garden. If you have Netflix, watch it there. Only 5 episodes. So yeah. That being said, that's going to wrap up the animes for this week. And we move on to news segment. First news we have is director Justin Lin from the Fast and Furious franchise.
No way.
Has quitted that with a argument between him and Vin Diesel. So he's no longer doing Fast 10, which is sad to say, as a Fast and Furious fan myself. But he'll be doing something more interesting, which is he will now be directing the live action adaptation of One Punch Man.
Nice.
Which is very cool.
But also worrying because, prior films of live action films.
The live action films
for anime
in America are terrible.
Yes.
So I have my worries. I have my doubts. And I think
this is the only time I'm gonna give them a chance again with these live action films. I think Justin Lin is good for an action film, but also he can make a superhero film as well. Because that's how it felt. For the
that's
Fast and
basically
Furious movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's basically the new Fast and Furious movies now.
Yeah, they're superheroes at this point, and it's funny too the fact that how they are superheroes in a way. Mm-hmm. They even poked the fun out of themselves.
No, yeah, I think that's the best thing about 9. Like they know how dumb this is. They know how over the top it has become.
Yeah, so I think he could lead One Punch Man. But the thing is that I'm curious on who would play the characters.
Johnny Sins.
Oh jeez.
Vin Diesel.
No, oh my God, that's the least person you'll like.
I know, right? He left so he won't work with him. They bring him back. Oh, you know who could play him?
Ryan Reynolds.
No, Jason Statham.
Oh, jeez. You could think of other people that are not bald.
It's hard not to.
They could. You could.
The Rock.
They already shave. Now, who would I want as Saitama?
Don't say Bruce Willis. He's old.
Oh my God! Stop with the bald people, man. They could get.
Or just
they could shave.
a new person, maybe.
New person.
Yeah.
Scrawny dude. In the beginning, of course, businessman.
Nobody knows who he is. Hey, that's kind of with the song. Nobody knows who he is.
Oh, damn. You know what? I don't mind that either.
Yeah, get a new.
Yeah, because Saitama is pretty easy to play.
He's a bald guy.
He's a bald guy, and also he has no. He's just a normal guy.
Consecutive normal punches.
Of course, the other characters are gonna be like probably.
Oh yeah, like Genos.
Yeah, they probably gonna be like uber like high, like probably famous people and stuff.
We'll see.
But I you know what, Saitama, don't give me a star.
We don't want the Rock
A-list.
as Saitama.
Shut up. You know what? He's gonna be the angel dude.
Oh,
naked dude.
That would be badass. I would watch that.
Yeah, so
dude, that would be awesome. Anyways, but yeah.
Yeah, see, look, we could create the movie.
Yeah, we just need the budget. Which, a lot of studios would not do. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I can't wait to see a little trailer for it. They won't start working on it until the end of the year, so don't expect anything further on. Just the news that he'll be directing One Punch Man live action. I wonder if it's a Netflix. Oh no, it's not. It's by Sony, right? Sony's behind this project.
Yeah, they're setting it up for him.
Not like the One Piece project that's going on.
No, not like the Netflix shows or Netflix movies.
Yeah, the Netflix movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what happens. High hopes.
Hopefully, it doesn't turn out like Dragon Ball Z Evolutions or Dragon Ball Evolutions?
Dragon
Yeah,
Ball Evolution.
there you go. Hopefully not that.
Hey man, that Piglet was cool. No, I can't even say that. Well, lying.
Why you lying?
I know. But yeah, with that being said, we move on to gaming news. We have Final Fantasy VII is 25th anniversary happened happened a couple days ago.
Well, it happened now, and it was insane. I didn't picture it, man.
You didn't picture it? I did.
No, don't lie.
I did.
Remember the trailer thing that we were talking about the previous week? You're like, nah, it's not gonna happen.
No, but I kind of expected what they were gonna show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like
Well, the last two things were not expected at all.
I did.
Well, a lot of people didn't.
Yeah. But yeah, the big news drop was obviously the. Well, we'll get to that one, but
Really, do you really care about First Soldier and the other?
No,
other two.
I was talking about
just Crisis Core.
No, can I get to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the big shocker one was Crisis Core. Crisis Core Final Fantasy Reunion. AKA
That one.
Remake.
I thought it
was
the one before.
Yes, it was happening, and it was actually pretty good. You know, the remake. You know, obviously from their engine, the new engine they got. It looks good. I just hate the fact that we got the slot machine thing again, and I wonder how that's gonna come into gameplay. But hey, we get for a lot of people, myself included, didn't have the chance to play that game because it was on the PSP first off, and it was a niche title, to say the least. So yeah, everyone gets to know what happens before Final Fantasy VII happens. So it's gonna be an exciting time. Yeah, we get to know Zack, Sephiroth being first class soldier, before bad guy, I guess. Well, I mean, he was always been bad guy, but either way. But yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be happening in winter.
But yeah, I guess previous to that, I know because I'm not a big Final Fantasy like other people in general, like where they played the first games and stuff like that. But people are excited also for the app game, but they're kind of upset that it's just for the app, like Android and iOS.
Oh, Ever Crisis?
Yeah, that was crazy to see too. I'm like, wait, I guess people are hyped for this. I'm not, because I guess I'm not. I guess I was never into it from the beginning. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, it's another app game.
I mean, they showed it like many times already.
I know, but people are still excited for that.
Okay.
And
I guess, I mean, since I skipped them, I guess bring them up.
Just that one in general.
And the other app game was the First Class Soldier Battle Royale Season 3, baby. I didn't even know we were already in that season at this point. But hey, new rocket launcher, I guess. And then obviously, Final Fantasy VII Remake being on everything at this point.
Yeah, it's on Steam and Steam Deck.
Yeah, so that happened. And then the big one everyone was kind of expecting, but kind of not. Obviously, I had my doubts of them showing it, but yeah, we finally got confirmation of Part 2 of Final Fantasy Remake, which they did not call that, which I think was a good call. They called it Final Fantasy Rebirth, and that it will also be part of a trilogy. So I wonder how they're gonna cut this one into Part 2. And the only gameplay they showed was just Cloud and Sephiroth walking into a familiar location. If you know where it is, you know where it is.
But me wise, I'm excited for both of these games because these two games. The first one I didn't know. The PSP one I did not know anything about. I was completely blind to it, and I'm excited for that one. That one's coming up soon too, and with the second part, I'm glad too. I was excited because I guessed it from last week, where I said in a year it's gonna come out, and it ended up doing it, and I was like, yes, I'm getting more. Well, they said this next winter, but it could be December, or it could be by the time part 1 came out. That was probably like February.
That was in
March?
Yeah, and it was delayed too. It was delayed many times.
It ended up being...
No, April.
Well, either or. It's going to land around that time where they first...
The only reason I know it very well is that's because that's when the pandemic started.
Oh, okay. But since, they've been working on this game, I think they're for sure on the set on that day now.
Hey, hope so, but
winter.
You know how gaming's going.
Why you gotta be negative?
That's how gaming industry is these days. They
Don't be negative,
stuff.
man. Believe. You gotta believe, man.
I'm just saying, man. I'm being realistic here.
Right.
I want to believe.
Happens,
yeah, I'll call it here. I'll be the first one to say, like, yeah, I made it delayed. So what? You want a better game or not?
But yeah, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited too.
And it's cool the fact that it's not related no more to the first game no more. At this point, they're like, what is truth at this point? Because, when Cloud and...
Zach.
No, Cloud and...
Sephiroth?
No. What's her name?
Tifa?
No.
Aerith?
When she was talking to him. And the whole conversation between what's fake and what's real.
Uh-huh.
What?
Nothing.
I like that you like. Did you not see the trailer?
No, I
just don't remember the.
Yeah. Anyways,
but yeah, the whole conversation they're having is like, what you're telling me is real. Are you alive and stuff like that? So, I'm curious on what take are they gonna go with on this one.
Yeah, that's very true because the ending was a whole different to the original Final Fantasy VII, and if anything, it just Zach. The fact that Zach's still alive is just already a big like what the f.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder how with this remake of Crisis Core, if we get to see what else happened, what else are they changing in the story.
That mess, man. We don't know.
Like, do the rest of the other characters die?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? I mean, I don't know. I can't say anymore. But yeah, that was a big drop for Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary. And it was short. It was 15 minutes. So right to the point. No fluff. And pure great news. Well, that being said, we'll move on to the next gaming news we have. Overwatch 2
roadmap.
Well, basically big update to what's going on with Overwatch 2 because we've been left in the dry for like 2 years since the last update for Overwatch 1, which that being Echo, and the announcement of Overwatch 2. And yeah, this was a
big important thing. Pretty much everyone knows by now is that it's free to play.
Yes, that is big news. That means you have to buy a copy or nothing. And now it's in the same league as League of Legends,
Apex,
Fortnite, all these free to play games. They are now
that are doing really well, still
successful to this day. They are now in that league. So
it's crazy the fact to know that the free to play games are doing so well compared to the AAA games where they struggle so much to keep their audience.
It's just that gate entry of like pay up to play our game. Because imagine if we were like 10 during this time and all these free to play games were coming out. You'll be on it too.
Pretty much. You don't have to spend money on the actual game.
You don't have to beg your parents for anything. It's like, hey, you want to hop on Fortnite today? Yeah, heck yeah, dude. It's free. I got time. But yeah, so that for Overwatch 2 to go that route, already a good start. And obviously with this is an overhaul to everything.
And pretty much they have a game plan, of course. Their whole seasons, what they're gonna have for each entirely season. So the first season we're getting 3 new heroes, 6 maps, 30 new skins, the battle pass the battle pass.
I was gonna get to that.
Mythic skins and a new game mode for that the first day.
on October 4th.
Yeah.
And well, I've just put my 2 cents and everything. The fact that we're only getting 3 heroes is kind of a bit disappointing because I know the PVE was a big part of the whole basically Overwatch 2 being made, right? The PVE was like important to them, and the fact we still haven't seen a lot of it. Like we've seen snippets of it here and there, like a mission or two. So can't wait to everyone to play that mode, which is also disappointing to hear that once Overwatch 2 does come out, it won't be part of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be like GTA in a way. GTA 5 when it first started, we only got the multiplayer.
No, we only got the campaign.
Oh, the campaign? I thought it was the multiplayer.
Multiplayer
'cause I
came
played it
later.
Oh yeah. Well, either way, it was a flip.
Yeah,
I guess a flip.
That's just a Rockstar thing, but I guess Blizzard, Activision copying that.
Yeah, since I feel like they're probably not ready completely yet.
And it won't be complete either way. It'll be come in parts.
Yeah, so
they said.
Yeah, so it'll be probably the beginning of next year. The new PvE mode would come. But for these 2 seasons, I already said for October, but for December we're getting a new tank hero, new map, 30 skins, and battle pass with the mythic skin. And the mythic skins are pretty cool. You could design the color that you want for that. Like the first one we're getting is Genji, Cyber Genji. It's pretty cool how he looks. And when you ult, he has a little transformation on his mask falls off or it removes, and you get to see his face when you do the ultimate. So that's pretty cool. And so it's more cosmetically, you could do more stuff with the skin compared to like a regular Overwatch skin.
Well, I think the best part of the whole skin things was just that the fact that it's no longer tied in with loot boxes. The game that popularized the whole loot box system is now finally ditching it and starting.
I thought it was Call of Duty.
No, it was, they had it, but like the popularity that became the norm of it was Overwatch. And but yeah, they're ditching that system and now doing the whole battle pass system, which everyone seems to enjoy. Everybody loves to grind for their skins, and obviously they're gonna have a free tier and then a premium tier.
Yeah, and I guess hopefully PvP, like this new 5v5 is good. I don't know how this...
Oh, the competitive mode?
Yeah. No,
yeah.
Well, in PvP in general. Because 5v5 is going to be in the entire game. I don't think they're going to have 6v6 anymore.
Probably in the fun mode.
Maybe. Yeah. Or they got rid of it, so just Overwatch 2 could look different, you get me? But for now, all we know is 5v5 is on every game mode.
Yeah.
New maps. No, the maps got reworked, but just day and night mode, I guess. Or what they said, they changed a couple of stuff because it's a 5v5 now, so they moved a couple of stuff. So whenever you play the game, it's gonna be more comfortable for only 5 people compared to having the full 6. I don't know. That was weird. That whole conversation on that. But whatever. It still looked the same, but just day to night or night to day. A couple of these heroes got reworked as well. I just heard that Doomfist became a tank, I guess.
Yeah.
Who else? Bastion also became mobile now. He's not a placed character no more. Who else? Who else got a rework? Orisa. She's no longer like a place shield kind of person no more. She pushes forward now.
She has a javelin.
Yeah, and
Sombra.
Sombra kind of changed a bit. I feel like,
but they got a little bit different stuff. Like she could be invisible forever now.
Yeah, and I think that's it that I know for now.
Roadhog.
Roadhog and Winston. Winston's laser scatter thingy is finally just a beam, kind of like Zarya's.
Well, it's an alternate fire.
Yeah.
And then Roadhog, if say you stun him and his ult, you can still do your ult, which is amazing.
There's probably there's still more characters that probably have.
If we want more detail of those heroes, you can dive into that. There's just the ones we know top of the head.
Yeah.
And then what do you think of the new heroes? I guess
I don't know the move sets. They look cool from what they are, but I just know it. I know them by the trailer. Well, I forgot the other girl, the Sojourn. Yeah, I don't know her move set at all. And from the trailer of the new chick,
Queen.
Yeah, she has a shotgun, axe, and a knife, and that's it. I don't know what she is. Is she a tank or is she DPS?
She's tank.
Okay.
I'm so shocked that you don't want to know.
Well, I want to play the game before I even give my opinion on it. But yeah, so there's so many things that go through my head when I see this whole plan. Hopefully it goes well. Their promises continue going as planned and not make us upset, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully this new Overwatch system hopefully works out for them, and I'll continue playing, even though I suffer a lot when I play PvE on Overwatch 1. Hopefully Overwatch 2 changes this.
I think that's why everyone's excited for PvE.
Yeah, PvE and for PvP, hopefully that new ranking system and that new the new system in general, where you know your wins don't matter as much as more as you work as a team, and they see, like, I think from what they said, it was like they look at your overall movements and stuff, like what you do in the team. So if you're pretty bad at being like Roadhog, they'll see like what specific thing you're bad and they'll rank you lower and stuff. Hopefully that's true. But yeah,
that is our thoughts of the new Overwatch overhaul, basically, I have to call it, and just the big news of being free to play.
And we carry every skin that we purchased before goes into the new game, so
you don't lose anything.
You don't lose anything, even crossplay as well. So if you have the game in other consoles, you'll be having those skins no matter what, kind of like Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
Very cool. So, yeah, look forward to that. It's gonna be an exciting time. If you still care about Overwatch, or you have an intention of playing it
or coming back to it,
you got nothing to lose. That wraps up the news segment, and that wraps up the podcast for this episode. If you made it this far, thank you for listening. We really appreciate it. It keeps us motivated to keep bringing you the good content that we do. And like always, never forget that we have social media, and we don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. But like always, I've been your host, Omar.
And this is David.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.